Alright, hello everyone and welcome to SmurfsCup number 369. I'm Thomas Mengozi, aka G-Geek, and I will be your host for the next hour as we're going to be witnessing yet again the wonders of the SmurfsCup. As we switch back to the game scene here we are then. We are 6 minutes before the start of the cup. The server should be filling up sooner rather than later. We have a little bit of a special. It is a little bit of a different Smurf Cup compared to previously, because we have a little bit less players expected due to the 24-hour road event happening at the moment. Best of luck to all the drivers who are currently participating in this event. And yeah, we're expecting a little bit less crowds than previously attended, but that's completely okay. It shouldn't really hamper our casting too much. We're hoping to have a lot of fun. Anyways, here is the current... oh, what am I doing here? Oh yeah, the world's run down. Sorry, it's a bit of a shambolic shit. That's not what I wanted. Anyway, basic rundown. Not having a good time. Anyways, there you go, basic rundown. The Smurf Cup is played in rounds mode across 7 maps. The map is won when the player reaches 180 players or more. All the scorers are tallied up to get the final ranking. And finally, the player with the most points wins 6,000 of the 20,000 planets that are at stake in the cup. So, 4 minutes and 30 seconds before the start of the cup, we are currently sitting at 12 players, which is pretty low, but that has to be expected because of the current events happening in Trackmania. Sorry about that. Let's see currently who is in there. So we see the overhead count. We got a fair few Smurfs. We do have Samantha, which is one of the wild cards. We haven't seen her very often. I've never seen her on taking part in a stream Smurf Cup, actually. We also got Mixu in there, currently also taking part in the 24 hours, but making some time in his schedule to play the Smurf Cup tonight. We also got Broccoli and Hasse, organizer of the Smurf Cup, founder of the Smurf team as well. Fish on Water is there. Let's see who we got. We got Brown, we got Maxi and Suram. Suram looking to potentially come away with a win here. Maxi or Mixu could potentially be a threat, as we saw Mixu was pretty freaking looking pretty freaking competitive in the past few Smurf Cups. Sorry for the shoddy camera work, plus this tilted camera that doesn't really seem to do me any good. Anyways, we're currently sitting at 12 players. It looks like we will be staying on 12 players so far, as we're going to be tackling the map order. Yeah, I completely forgot about that. Map order, so we will be starting with Circuit from Tired, perhaps the easiest map in the map pack, followed by FNG, that one guy from Ibo. Third map will be Rake It Up by Bootifara. The midway map will be Sandesh from Racho. Silverado from Blasta takes up the 5th spot, followed then by Lebensquelle from Hachin, and closing the entire map with the most technical, map pack with the most technical of it all, Nicht zum Verkehr geeignet from React. So then, let's hope that despite the low player count, we will be enjoying some crisp gameplay and some really great battles over the Smurf Cup. Anyways, 3 minutes and 40 seconds before the start of the cup. This is the final warm-up map. Let's actually check if we can actually get back to... Yeah, so there we go. We got Samantha. Let's see what we got on our hotkeys. We got Hasse, Mixu, Bootifara has actually joined in a little bit late, as well as does Gunchi from Hungary. Bootifara map maker of Rake It Up, which is going to be the 3rd map in the current playlist. We also got React in there. And we also got Beef as well. I completely forgot about that. So yeah, we also got Morodin, who has joined in, one of the regular contenders, who's going to be trying to put a fight with Suram and potentially bag his first streamed Smurf Cup win. That is of importance. Let's see who else we got. We got Brown, who apparently has a Twitch channel, twitch.tv/BrownD. Training for Stoners is also in there, albeit as a spectator, possibly streaming the cup as well. Manu Liko is also in there. Manu, starting in 2 minutes and 50 seconds. We got the warning from Hasse. Unchi seems to have joined. There he is. Broccoli also in there. Yeah, we have a pretty low player count this week, but that's okay. The battle should still be pretty tight. SmurfScup's also joining. We're also seeing people joining in the last minute here. Some people are kind of dovetailing the commitments between SmurfScup and the 24-hour road, so that's to be expected that some people won't make it. One of the unfortunate people that will not be able to make it is Coco, as he's currently having committed to the 24-hour road with his team, so yeah. Quite unfortunate for him. Zolida Zehon also joining in, so Yalmer will be taking part. So then, let me just prepare my notes for this. Yes, I do have some notes here for each of the maps. This is how I tend to try and organize myself, even though I'm not really much of an organized person. Sorry for the stream tips. Okay, so, always prepare notes when you're trying to cast something, kids. Let me just reorganize all this. There you go. So, we will be starting up with Circuit from Tired in a little less than 90 seconds now. We're currently watching Broccoli, so we got 17 players so far. Sura, Mixu, Broccoli, Beef, Fish on Water, Hase, Brandy, Samantha, Gunchi, Solida Zehond, Morodin, Maxi, React, Trading for Stoners, Butifara, and Manoliko. Yeah, so for those of you who just joined in, hello guys, this is SmurfCup number 369, and for those of you who are not familiar with this, this is basically, like, I've been casting this since May, and it's bloody good fun. There's a lot of action from end to end, and plenty of close battles throughout the field, whether it be for the win or, like, the points paying spots. This is absolutely stunning. I know it's only a fun cup, I know it's a weekly event, but still, it's really quite a lot of fun to cast. Anyways, server will be in rounds. One golden rule in rounds is never give up, so delete your give up button. Yeah, it's really important to unbind your retire button when you're doing rounds, as this is not time attack. You can't simply press retire and respawn. This does not work that way. I know I'm kind of stating the obvious for the season track mania player out there, but it's worth mentioning, as we saw Mick Brody joining a little bit later, and just in time actually, for the map switch to map number 1, which, as I said, is Circuit from Tired. This map has been picked to start because it is considered to be the easiest map of the entire pack. Having driven it myself, both on and off stream, I can say that confidently that you only need 4 drifts to actually make it somewhat fast if you actually make the line correctly. And if you really want to save it, you can always add a 5th drift. I can actually explain to you why. So then, this map is pretty much FS through and through, as we're going to be going onto the warm-up round of map number 1, as we're going to be checking out, let's check out Morodin for this round, for this warm-up round, for this overview. So then into Tier 1 they go, as we hear a really high revving engine from Stadium. Morodin going, see, you're supposed to go really wide on the entry and tight on the exit not to compromise your line. Here you go 2 wheels, and then first drift through here, followed then by a second drift into the bank turn, into another tunnel section. Then this next turn here through CP4 is totally flat out, straighten your car over the jump, then initiate your 3rd drift here for this double apex left-hander, drift number 3, and here you can choose to either drift or not. Here people tend to drift, but you can actually do it full speed if you got the balls to do so. And then the final drift on the bank part to make it to the finish line. So this is a map of, this has been an overview of map number 1. Let's actually do a little bit of promotion here. Anyways, warm up over, map 1, round 1 about to start, as we're going to be checking on Morodin. We're going to be staying with Morodin for this particular round. Someone did stay at the start. It seems as though we got a pretty even pack. Who gets the whole shot? It is Browndy who gets the whole shot, but goes really wide on the exit. It is going to be Suram, then who gets in the lead into turn 2. SmurfScup in P2, Maxi in P3. Morodin overtaking. Oh, and Suram having made a mistake, and that's going to be leaving Morodin in the lead. Morodin trying to pull away really quickly here. It is going to be as they enter CP4. Morodin, followed by Mixu, React, Broccoli, and SmurfScup. 3 Smurfs in the top 5 as they enter into the double left-hander here. Mixu showing up. They drift here. Yes, they do drift. And one final drift over the... oh, and actually Mixu potentially overtaking across line. It is going to be Morodin who gets set in for the Mixu. Broccoli, React, Suram, Manu, Maxi, and Zolida Zehon completing your top 8. 5 Smurf drivers in the top 8. Training for Stormers finishing in P13, BP11. Also completing the top 10 as we see Samantha and McPrody. Oh, Samantha not missing the drift and actually going off the line there, being overtaken by Gunchi in the process. McPrody will finish in P15, Gunchi P16th, and it seems as though Samantha will be able to reach just the finish line, actually overtaking Gunchi for P15. So then, Morodin with the early lead with 50 points, Mixu on 45, Broccoli on 41. Let's actually check in with Suram for this round, who seemed to have had the upper hand at the start, but then made a strange mistake and dropped down to P5, currently sitting with 36 points. Let's see how he shakes up this round. Denron getting really wide after getting the whole shot. Suram getting into the lead after turn 1. After CP2 here, sorry. Oh, Suram going for the full speed line here before entering the first drift, his first drift here in the tunnel section. Let's see how it goes. Oh, actually, he might have clipped the wall there. Yeah, he did. Broccoli overtaking him as well. Does Morodin and React. So far it's Morodin, Broccoli, and React, your top 3. Let's see how it goes. Broccoli and Morodin battling for the lead here. Onto the final section they go, both drifting. Morodin with a bit of a better line through there, carrying much more momentum across the line. It is going to be, oh, Morodin with a huge mistake. That's going to be the first round win for Broccoli here in front of React, Mixu, Maxi, Morodin, Harse, Butifara, and Beef. Huge mistake from Morodin here, clinching the outside wall and going into a series of spins, ultimately giving up his first place. As we saw that Lokring has joined a little bit late, he will not be able to reach the finish here, but given that Lokring is a pretty good player in his own right, I'm expecting him to score some pretty big points. Oh, can he actually reach the finish? Yes, he did. He finished, albeit in P16. Anyway, Broccoli now taking the lead with 891 in front of both Mixu and Morodin, second equal on 86 points. As we're checking in on Morodin for this round, Morodin going a little less wide than I thought, but still getting second in the first checkpoint, still second in the second checkpoint as Suram has taken over the lead. Suram goes again for the no drift line here. Mixu overtaking Broccoli, as does Morodin. So far it is Suram, Mixu, Morodin, Broccoli, and Lokring in P5 after CP5. Into the double left-hander they go. Suram having a bit of a buffer. Oh, Mixu making a huge mistake, clouding the outside wall with the back and spinning out of contention. And so far, Suram seems to have got a pretty good buffer here, and he's going to cross the line to take his first round win for the Morodin, Broccoli, React, Lokring, Manu, Maxi, and Harse. Really unfortunate mistake from Mixu, finishing down in P14 in the end. Just having the drift a little bit overextended, going a little bit too wide, and then catching the outside wall with the right rear, ending up in a spin. That's really unfortunate for him. As Gunchi finishes in P18, Samantha P17, McPrody P16, and Brownie P15. So then, so far it seems as though Broccoli will retain the lead. Yes, he does. Only 1 point though of a gap between him and Morodin in second place. Third is React on 131. Let's actually check in on React for this round. Yeah, going really wide, clipping the apex on the inside after that. As Broccoli got the CP1 whole shot, and React gets into the lead after CP2. That's interesting. React and Suram getting for the no line here, no slide line. React with more speed than Suram through that corner. As the speed forward they go, it is going to be React, Suram, John Boy, Morodin, and SmurfScup. Sorry for the stammering here and there. Double left-hander they go. Suram with a bit of a better line through there. Overtakes React for the lead. John Boy also in the mix with the Minecraft skin. Who is it going to be over the line? It is going to be Suram, who has enough of a buffer to take it in front of React, John Boy, Morodin, Manu, Lokring, Zehond, and SmurfScup completed the top 8. It seems as though we don't see Broccoli in the actual rankings. He must have finished at least inside the top 10, but that will mean a lead change right here, right now. B finishing in P18, Samantha P16, then around P17, Brownie P15. Oh, Broccoli has had a disconnect. That's gonna doom him for this particular map, as we see the lead change right now. 169 for Morodin, 166 for React in second, and 154 for Suram in third. It's gonna be one more round here, as we're gonna be checking on React again. 3 points behind Morodin in this moment. He could potentially snatch the first map win here still, which is really interesting. Broccoli with the whole shot in CP1 in CP2 again, battling with Suram. React making a mistake, and that's going to drop him a lot of places. Even Training for Stoners overtaking him. Training for Stoners having a good run here, actually. Oh, and it seems that Broccoli has made a mistake. No, I might have been mistaken myself, actually. Let's actually see. It is currently Suram in the lead. Let's actually check in on him. Mixu, Lokring, Maxi, and Training for Stoners, your top 5. Training for Stoners having a really good run this round, and it seems as though Suram is going to be able to take the map when pretty easy. Oh, actually Mixu putting up a fight in the end, but it doesn't matter. Suram winning in front of Mixu, Lokring, Maxi, Morodin, Hakse, Jomboy, and Manu and Jomboy, sorry. Kind of mix up in the, a bit of a mix up in the standings there. Sorry for the somewhat shaky commentary. I'm trying to get back into the rhythm of casting and stuff. Anyways, Brandy finishing in P17, Samantha P16, Makrodi P14, Denron P15. And it seems as though we got ourselves a winner, but who is it? Let's see. It seems as though it's going to be Suram. No, it is actually Morodin who gets the map win for 1 point. Morodin on 205, Suram on 204, and Mixu third on 171. And your top 3 after round 1 is your exact top 3 right here. So we're going to be checking the full standings right after the map switch. So then, after one map, Morodin in the lead with 205 points, 1 point in front of Suram on 204, and Mixu completes the podium with 171. 168 points for Maxi in P4, and then completing the top 5 is React with 166. Manu 6th on 164, Broccoli 7th on 154, Hakse 8th on 150, Lokrig 9th on 124, and completing the top 10 is Training for Stoners on 122. From 11th to 20th downwards are Zeehold, Fish on Water, Beef, Bootifara, McBrody, Samantha, John Boy, Brown D, Verskux, and Dane Ron. And then 21st and last, Good Sheep with 28 points. So then we go on to FNG 20 years, that one guy, map from Ibo, current world record held by Mebe with a 39.744, current dead held by the man himself, Suram, you can see on screen right here, with a 39.822. The particularities here are this particular corner, which is done FS, a really long sweeping left-hander, you just roll it in, turn the car in, then position your car for a little bit of a drift through there, then a jump transition right here for the final drift of the entire course. This long right-hander snap out right as you touch the apex for the finish line right there. So then currently Morodin in the lead, but just 1 point ahead of Suram. So it will be interesting to see how everything shakes up, as we're going to be checking on John Boy for the early round. Map 2 about to get underway. Everybody else getting pretty much clean here. Suram getting the whole shot after CP1. Seems as though he's retaining his lead. Jumbo with a little bit of contact, but he doesn't seem to have dropped any speed whatsoever. And it seems as though Suram and Mixu are going to be in a battle here. Suram with a much better line here, carrying much more momentum than Mixu can. Currently retaining the lead in front of him. So far it is Suram, Mixu, Manu. Oh, Broccoli making a mistake, launching the inside wall here. As we see John Boy into the top 5, overtaking Manu for P3, actually. That's going to be a pretty interesting battle, actually. Suram with a bit of a buffer from Mixu. Mixu now under threat from John Boy, potentially. Into the final turns they go. React overtaking John Boy and now hassling Mixu for P2, but it's going to be Suram who gets it in front of Mixu and React. Mixu getting P2 for 8 thousandths of a second. Then John Boy, Lokring, Manu, Maxi, and Jack complete your top 8. Jack making his first appearance in a Smurf Cup. In a stream Smurf Cup, that is. By the way, if you want to see more casts on Canyon or Stadium or whatever Trackmania is made of, don't forget to hit the follow button and hit the bell to be notified when I go live. And if you want to discuss technology, Trackmania, motorsport games, and more, ! Discord as we enter round 2, and we're going to be checking in on Mixu for this round. Oh, some people tend to fail the start, as we see Suram getting the whole shot of CP1 and CP2. Mixu slotting in himself nice and easy into P2 here, as he will be trying to put up a fight against the Norwegian legend that is Suram. Mixu getting in really close here, widening the line for that long left-hander. How is he gonna cope? He touches the apex, is really nice here actually, but Suram has got enough of a buffer to warrant his second round win unless any mistake happens, which doesn't happen with Suram here. Second round win for Suram in front of Mixu, Zeehold, Manu, Broccoli, Lokring, Bootifara, and Jack. Consecutive top 8 finish for Jack. Samantha overtaking SmurfsCup in the end to finish in P19. John Boy in P18 after a pretty strong start. He seemed to have faltered somewhere. We haven't really seen what happened. But yeah, really unfortunate for John Boy. As F8 has joined the server and will not be able to score any points. So far then, 100 points for Suram in front of Mixu on 90 and Manu third on 72. Let's actually check in on luck ring for this round. Ooh, someone flipping there. I haven't seen exactly whose name that was. Suram currently in the lead after CP1. And actually, Jack putting up a fight. Let's actually check in on the French player here. Currently sitting 6th place with 60 points. Jack currently slotting in second between Suram and John Boy. John Boy trying to retake him, as does Mixu. Jack with a bit of a weird line through here. He's not able to kick the full speed, no drift. Oh, and Jack with 2 consecutive mistakes here. That's going to drop him out of contention. Meanwhile, Suram is going to be sailing to another victory. Meanwhile, John Boy and Mixu are going to be battling with the P2. But it seems as though Mixu will get the upper hand at the end. Suram will finish it for the Mixu. React, John Boy, Manu, Zehond, Procoli, and Maxi. 6 Smurf drivers in the top 8. Well, that ends the consecutive top 8 finishes for Jack here. Really unfortunate double wall touch, one on the inside, one on the outside, just before the drop as well. No real option to be able to regain his speed. And it seems that we have a new record. Yes, we got a new Didimania with Suram improving for 39.818. Everybody getting through the start pretty nice and clean. Manu getting the whole shot in P1, and actually, woo, Suram not having the best of starts, but he's potentially going to be looking to make up some places as we see Mixu and React battling with each other. React in the lead in front of Mixu and Procoli. Smurf 1, 2, 3 here as Suram is sliding in P4, John Boy P5, and here comes the Norwegian flying. Suram, oh, React with a huge mistake that's going to drop him out of contention and inherit the lead. Suram inherits the lead. As they go into the final set of corners right now, it is going to be Suram who claims his first clean sweep of the night with 200 points in front of Procoli, Mixu, John Boy, Jack, Manu, F8, and Maxi. Pretty unfortunate for React clouding the inside wall on the long sweeping left-hander, but that was all it took for Suram to get into the lead and sail away. 200 points out of the full 200 for Suram, give him the map win in front of Mixu on 176 and Manu on 142. After 2 rounds, here is your top 3. Suram on 404 is first in front of Mixu on 347 and Manu completes the podium on 306. We'll check the full standings right after the map switch. So then, after 2 maps, Suram in the lead with 404 points in front of Mixu on 347 and Manu third on 306. Maxi 4th on 286, Procoli 5th on 281, Morodin 6th, 1 point behind Procoli on 280, Arsa 7th on 248, 7th equal with Arsa is React on 248, 9th is Zehon with 245, and completing the top 10 is Lockring with 226. From 11th to 20th downwards are Trading for Stoners, John Boy, Bootyfara, Beef, Fish on Water, McPrody, SmurfScup, Samantha, Brown D, and Jack. From 21st to 24th downwards are Ibel, then Ron, F8, and Gunchi. So then on to map 3 we go. Break It Up by Bootyfara. Let's actually see if we can actually find him. Yes, there he is. With the replay cameras as well, which we're not going to be using for the actual cast, because it is a bit distracting. We want to see the actual action as it happens. So, current world record here with a 45.438 for Suram, and actually also holds the Didimania record with a 45.422. Here's an instance where the Didimania is faster than the local record. Things to say about this track, well, we actually saw that as in the Bootyfara replay. We're actually going to be able to see it again through here with our following camera right here. Then will be there's also a tricky jump ramp to platform transition. Actually, we're not going to be able to see that, as we see a really a different uphill finish, a rather tight drift uphill that will potentially mess some people up. As we're going to be checking on Maxi for this particular round. I've run out of things to say. Really sorry. Map 3 about to get underway. Someone has been stuck in the start again. People going with different approaches for this particular drift here. Suram currently getting the whole shot after CP1. Maxi currently sitting in P9. Maxi going really wide, and here's that tricky jump to platform here. Well, tricky, everybody makes it, but it can be really tricky if you really want to be greedy. Oh, and Butifara actually overtaking Maxi to break into the top 10. And Maxi taking advantage of the mistakes of a few others, including Mixu here, who's dropping down like a stone and potentially out of the top 10. This is pretty insane, as we see Suram currently firmly in control in front of Procoli. 1/10 of a second between him and this Austrian driver, and he takes the round win in front of Lokring, Procoli, Jumboy, Butifara, Mixu, Maxi, and F8. Harsa finishing P13, Jack 12, SmurfScup 11th, Hanu P10. Samantha not making it to the finish, it seems. Oh, stuck on the girder and actually rolling over. Really unfortunate. So then, Suram with the early lead on 50 points, Lokring on 45, Procoli on 41. As we're going to be checking in on Jumboy for this round. It seems as though Jumboy has got the whole shot in CP1, but let's see who gets it. It's going to be Suram who gets into the lead at CP2. Jumboy got a little bit wide, but still slotting himself in P4. Battling with Procoli here for P3, and Mixu in the mix as well for P2. Oh, Mixu going really wide through here, and it seems as though he might have had a disconnect. I don't know what happened here. But currently it's going to be down to Jumboy and Procoli to battle it out for P2. Jumboy making a mistake and actually going outside. That's really unfortunate, and that's going to drop him out of contention for the top places. Meanwhile, it's going to be Suram and Procoli fighting over the hump here for the lead as they enter into the final section of the course. Downhill left, right-hand drift into the uphill left-hand drift, and it seems as though Suram has got enough of a buffer to warrant the win. Yes, it seems as though Mixu has had to disconnect. Suram in front of Procoli, Maxi, Lokring, Butifara, Harsa, SmurfScup, and F8 for your top 8. Really unfortunate for Mixu having a disconnect right in the middle of the round. We actually saw him going drastically off to the right of the hand side of the screen. Really unfortunate. Samantha finishing in P19, Jack P18, Beef P17. So far, 100 points out of 100 for Suram in front of Procoli on 86 and Lokring on 83 as Mixu has rejoined the server. We'll be taking on Maxi for this round, currently sitting in 4th place with 73 points, 1 point in front of Butifara in P5. Maxi going really well, really neat and tidy here into the top 5 after checkpoint 2, just behind Butifara. Their top 3 here is Suram, Lokring, and Jumboy. Suram and Lokring battling for the first place. Jumboy getting in the mix. It's all a really tight pack here for the first place. Let's actually try to check on them if we can actually see them. Lokring, there he is. Lokring currently sitting in P3. Jumboy P2. Suram in P1. 3/10 of a second of a gap between Suram and Jumboy. It seems as though he is going down. Suram making a mistake, and that's going to allow Jumboy to go through the lead in the final few corners, and potentially he's going to drop down to P3. Yes, he does. Jumboy going for this first round win over the line. Jumboy in front of Suram, Lokring, Procoli, Jack, Manu, F8, and Harsa. Unbelievable scenes. What happened to Suram? It seems as though the second quick sweep of the night for the Norwegian has been denied by Jumboy after Suram has made a slight mistake in the landing, not having the most ideal landing of all time, and that allowed Jumboy to actually slip through to first place. Unbelievable. That's gonna be pretty handy for Jumboy, actually. This point score, 145 still for Suram in the lead, and second equal are Lokring and Procoli on 124. Maxi in P5, Jumboy in P4 with 114, Maxi P5 with 93. He's still the only guy. He's the first one to not have scored 100 points here out of the entire field. Only 4 people have made it past the 100 points barrier on this particular map. As we see that we have a very good top 5 here, so with Suram leading the advances. Lokring a little bit further behind, just behind Maxi actually. We see Jumboy, Mixu, Suram as well. Suram, Mixu, Procoli, Jumboy. This is your top 4. Lokring joining in potentially for the top 5 spot. Let's actually join in with some of the guys closer to the head of the field here. Suram and Mixu battling for the lead. Actually, Suram having a little bit of a buffer, and that's going to seal the deal. 195 points for him, and that's going to be the round win as Procoli falters and drops in place to John Boy. Suram wins in front of Mixu, John Boy, Procoli, Maxis, Manu, F8, and Lockring. Also coming to the final corner here, having a little bit of a wall tap on the exit, and finishing in P16, Jack Jack P15, Ibo P14, Fish on Water P13. Samantha finishing just behind Huxa in P17. Brown Z will make it over to the finish. P7, actually P18. Okay, it seems as though someone has dropped out. Anyways, 195 points for Suram with the win, 162 points for Procoli in second, 155 for Jawboy in third. After 3 rounds then, 599 points for Suram in first, 450 for Mixu in second, and 443 for Procoli in third. We'll check the full standings right after the map switch. So then, after 3... Ah, shit. Didn't work. It didn't work. God fucking damn it. I have to do it manually here. Anyways, so after 3 maps, Suram in the lead with 591 in front of Mixu on 450 and Procoli on 443. 4th is Manu on 416. 5th is Maxi, 1 point behind Manu on 415. Lockring 6th with 380. Zehorn 7th with 355. Jomboy 8th with 353. Huxa 9th with 347. And completing the top 10 is 30 Foot Stoners with 292. From 11th to 20th downwards are Bootifana, Morodin, Beef, React, Fish on Water, Jack Jack, VSCup, McPrody, F8, and Samantha. From 21st to 24th downwards are Brownie, Ibo, Denron, and Gunchi. Onto the midway map then, map number 4, Sandesh from Ratcho Volker. I said it before and I said it again, whenever you hear Ratcho Volker or Ratcho, in terms of map making, you can only expect flowing maps, all about momentum conservation, and this is very much the case here, except it's a lot more technical than some of the previous work that he sent over for SmurfsCup. This one in particular is has a couple of narrow passes, filing over the dirt. It's really easy to get a little bit wide and actually catch the cliff on the inside or the outside, and getting your car into a spin. There was also a critical jump that you actually saw with Procoli here, as you're going out of a right-hand corner and have to position your car directly for a right-hander just after the jump. And also quarter pipe U-turn is also a pretty huge auto drift U-turn at one point. I'm really sorry, I'm kind of confusing my notes here. Bear with me, I'm kind of tired as well. Man, this is absolutely exciting. We're going to be checking out Procoli for this round, map 4, about to get underway. Someone has been stuck at the start line. Let's see if someone gets a bit greedy. Yes, someone does. Oh, actually, Suram going with the uber cut here and going into the lead, provisional lead, but actually Procoli has retaken the lead and gets the whole shot at CP1 and CP2. Procoli currently firmly in the lead in front of Mixu, Suram, Bootifara, and Jumboy. Currently Suram is haggling for second place here, for first place here. Let's actually check in on the Norwegian. As you can see, momentum shifting right there towards the left and position the car really well. And it seems as though Suram has just done that, and as he takes the lead from Procoli and pulls up a 10th of a gap between him and the Austrian driver. Mixu P3, Maxi P4, and Lokring P5 so far. Oh, Procoli with a huge mistake, crouching the inside wall, and that's going to seal the deal. Suram will get the early round lead here with 50 points. The final U-turn they go, 8/10 of a second between him and Mixu. Suram leagues ahead as he finishes the round first in front of Mixu, Maxi, Procoli, Lokring, Zeehold, Manu, and VSCup. Wow, I wasn't expecting such a gap between Suram and the rest of the field. That's astonishing. So, hello to everybody who's just joined in. Hello to Samantha, and hello to Aerodynamica who's just joined in the stream. Thank you for popping by. Hopefully you're enjoying the SmurfCup, even though my casting's a little bit shaky tonight. I'm really sorry about it. So, Suram with the early lead with 50 points. Mixu on 41, Maxi on 41. Let's actually check in on the German driver for this round. Let's see, who's gonna get greedy? Oh, some people get the bump, and Suram gets a really bad bump, and that's going to drop him a lot of places, potentially out of contention for this particular round win. Lokren currently in the lead after CP1, and retains the lead after CP2. Procoli P2, and it seems as though it is Procoli and, Ibo battling with Maxi for P5, B6. Manu P5. Oh, this is really getting hard to read. Let's actually check in on some of the leaders here. Oh, Mixu. Lockring seems to have made his mistake, and that's going to be Mixu inheriting the lead. Now, can he hold on? Can he hold off John Boy? I'm pretty sure he can, but we'll have to see as they enter into the final sector. John Boy going really strong here with the attack. That's going to be potentially allowing him to overtake in the final few corners. We'll see. Uphill, then downhill, then the downhill U-turn to the left. Into the finish they go, and it's going to be Mixu who gets the round win in front of John Boy, Suram, Manu, Maxi, Aibo, Butifara, and F8. Huge mistake by Suram, who actually got a pretty bad bump. We actually saw it in the right-hand side corner. He actually got a bad bump and got his car pretty much sideways before the uphill. So yeah, that was not a good start for the Norwegian, and that's going to potentially lose him the lead here, and that will cost him the lead so far, as Mixu will be retaking the lead with 95 points. Meanwhile, Suram will only score 41. Yeah, let's actually see. Mixu on 95 takes the lead in front of Suram on 91, and Maxi third on 77. We're checking on the current leader, Mixu from Finland, part of Team Tiny Steps in the 24 hours currently happening. Jack getting the bump and dropping out of contention. Suram getting the whole shot after CP1, retains it after CP2, and meanwhile behind, it's a scrap between Lockring, John Boy, and F8 as well. Broccoli in P5, Mixu in P6. Broccoli and John Boy overtaken by Mixu. Mixu making short work of both of these teammates as he also overtakes Lockring potentially for P3. Let's see how it settles up. Oh, the huge scrap back there. Meanwhile, Suram has got a bit of a buffer here. He's going to be able to manage that and cruise toward the round win. Let's actually see. Mixu still battling with John Boy right there for P2. John Boy with a bit of a drift through here. Is it going to be enough for Mixu to actually retain that? Oh, F8 also with a bit of aggressive, but Suram will take the win. Mixu in second, John Boy third, F8 fourth. Followed then by Lockring, Broccoli, Maxi, and Aibo, completing your top 8. Samantha finishing the round in P16? No, P17, yeah. Because there are some times where positions are somewhat skipped, so yeah. Beware of that in the scoreboard. McPrody 19th, Brown D 20th. And so, lead retake for Suram, just 1 point in front of Mixu. Suram 141, Mixu 140, Maxi third on 109, John Boy fourth on 102, and here is Broccoli P5 with 98 points, just 2 points away from breaking the 100-point barrier this map. Ooh, Aibo seems as though he has caught a pretty nasty bump on the inside and has dropped out of contention. I might be wrong though. Lockring will be getting the whole shot after CP2, but he's battling with Suram for the lead. Let's actually check in on the Swedish driver here. Suram and Lockring battling it out. Suram with a bit of a better line through here, gets the lead momentarily as they go through the momentum shifting here with the jump. Mixu, oh, really ambitious trying to put up the fight, but he has gone a pretty bad line through that corner, and that's going to still retain him in P3, and he's now hassled by, oh, actually Broccoli and John Boy has gone into the mix, potentially haggling for P2. Mixu also trying to give his best. Oh, F8 in the leaks as well. It seems as though Lockring is dropping, and that's going to be the win for Suram as he enters the final corner now. 191 points for him will give him the map win. He wins the round in front of John Boy, F8, Mixu, Broccoli, Lockring, VOD and Hasse. Oh. Could that be a disconnect? No, it wasn't a disconnect. Maybe it was just an issue by my side. I'm really sorry about that, guys. It might have been my ping that played havoc. Brown D P18, Zayhon P17, Jack P16, Aibo P15. Samantha not able to finish. So then, 191 points for Suram, who gets the map win in front of Mixu on 178 and John Boy on 147. After 4 maps, here is your top 3 then. Suram with 790 points in the lead in front of Mixu on 628 and Broccoli on 557. We'll check the full standings right after the map switch. So then, after 4 maps, Suram in front with 790 points in front of Mixu on 628, Broccoli on 577, Maxi 4th on 552, and completing the top 5 is Manu with 536. Lockring 6th with 508, John Boy 7th with 500, Hasse 8th with 455, Zehon 9th with 429, and completing the top 10 is Trading for Stoners with 368. From 11th to 20th downwards are Beef, Fish on Water, Butifara, F8, SmurfsCup, Morodin, Jack, Ibo, React, and McBrody. From 21st to 26th downwards are Brown D, Samantha, Denron, Belgium 2 points, Gunchi, and Roja 501. On to map number 5, Silverado by Plasta. Current world record held by Cloud with a 56.991, and Dandy Mini record held by Cloud with a 57 dead, which was actually set up last week. So then, Silverado with a pretty tricky jump transition, as we're going to be about to see right now. Through here, go downhill, then we go into this really fast dirt section right here. Really keep it clean on the dirt, keep the drift going, and then shift your momentum right here for this particular right-hander. Onto a quarter pipe left-hand U-turn. Be watchful of the barrier here on the inside, which can potentially ruin your race if you go a little bit too low. As we go into the final turn, which is completely full speed. So then, 790 points for Suram currently in the lead. I hope you guys are enjoying the cast. If you do so, then feel free to let me know in the chat. Feel free to let me know what I could have missed, what I could have done better. And yeah, map 5 getting underway. I was going to be checking in on, let's see, we could be checking in on McBrody this round. See a little bit of a different perspective from the grid. Sidlev has been joining the server. McBrody going really wide here. Oh, maybe a bit too wide as he goes all sorts of sideways and into the wall, as Mixu has got the whole shot into CP1. Let's actually check in on him. Mixu firmly in the lead, actually 1/10 in front of Suram. Now into this jump transition right here. Is it gonna be making it? Yeah, he does. Mixu and Suram and Jumboy actually battling it out for the lead. Jumboy and Suram getting in the mix. Mixu with a bit of a bad line through there though, and that's gonna allow Suram to take the lead, and Mixu drops from P1 to P4. Suram currently battling with Broccoli for the lead here. Let's actually see how it shakes out. Let's actually check the Austrian driver out. Oh, actually Broccoli has dropped down to P4 as a consequence. He clipped the wall, and that's gonna be dropping him down to further as F8 and Lockring overtaken for P5. Jumboy with a huge mistake here, and that's gonna be the steal for Suram, who wins the first round in front of Mixu, F8, Lockring, Manu, Sedlev, Lockring, Broccoli, Manu, Sedlev, and SmurfsCup. Sorry for that little slip in the standings through there. As we see Samantha, having a little bit of a bad landing through there, and that's going to drop her out. Trading for Stoners P16, Fish on Water P18, McBrody, also McBrody will not be able to finish. He's at the U-turn, which is really unfortunate. So then, Suram first with 50 points, Mixu on 45, F8 on 41 with a pretty strong third place finish for this round. Let's actually check in on him a little bit. F8 really need to tidy through there, clipping the apex nicely through there, going a little bit wide though. That's gonna drop him down to P4. Oh, actually it seems as though Mixu has made a mistake in here, and that's gonna promote F8 to P6. Currently battling for P5 with Sedlev. Jumboy clipping the wall as well. Lockring and Suram battling for the lead. Sedlev, Maxi, and F8 battling for the top 3 place. Sedlev with a better line than Maxi through there. F8 dropping down to P5 and even P6 as he gets overtaken by Yelmer, aka Zoludo Zehon. Oh, Sedlev with a huge mistake, clipping the flamer on the inside. That's going to drop him out of the contention. And that's going to be Maxi in P3, F8 P4, Zehon P5 as Suram and Lockring still battling it out for the lead. Lockring keeping Suram honest, although Suram seems as though he's not feeling any pressure, and he will be potentially taking his second round win here on Silverado. Here goes to the final turn. Suram wins the round in front of Lockring, Jumboy, Maxi, F8 Mixu, Zehond, and Ibo. Manu finishing in P16, Broccoli P14, Beef P15. We see Samantha attempt number 2. This time she makes it over. And now just a couple turns left. There she is, finishing in P18 as Piotrunio has joined the server. McBrody again, the second non-finish in a row for the German driver. 100 points for Suram in the lead, then in front of Lockring on 83 and Mixu on 79 in third place. Let's actually check in on the Finnish driver. Mixu with some really nice and tighter lines, going a little bit too wide through there. People with more momentum, such as Suram, will be able to take the fight for the lead and get the whole shot for 0.003 of a second from Mixu. Let's actually check in on this particular transition. Mixu with a bit of a better line through there. He still retains a P2 compared to Suram. Lokring getting in the mix for P2. Mixu going really wide through there. Broccoli also in the mix. John Boy getting in as well. Suram, Lokring, Broccoli, Mixu, and John Boy, your top 5 as they enter into this section. Long left, right-hander. Oh, Mixu clipping the wall. That's going to drop a little bit of momentum. Let's hope he doesn't drop any further places. Oh, Lokring with a huge mistake. He must have had like a disconnect or something because he went straight towards the left. And that's going to be a pretty assured win for Suram again for this round. It's going to be John Boy and Broccoli across the line. It's John Boy versus Broccoli. Suram, John Boy, Broccoli, Mixu in P4. And I haven't seen the rest of the top 8. There we go. Maxi, Lokring, Idbo, and SmurfScup complete your top 8. I'm really sorry about that small dropout from the top fight. We'll be looking to check that. We'll be looking to fix that up later. Roundy finishing in P18. McProti P17 recording his first point finish. It seems as though Jack has finished as well. So then, 150 points for Suram in the lead in front of Lokring. No, actually, Mixu and Lokring equal on 117. Second equal. John Boy 4th on 114. F8 5th on 101. As we're going to be checking on Maxi for this round, currently sitting in 6th place with 96 points. On the verge of making it past the 100-point barrier. Maxi going somewhat neater, although a bit of a slower line because he was wider overall, and he actually clips the wall on the inside, and that's going to drop him a lot of places, potentially even down to the 20th place as we see Fish on water. Oh, and actually Training for Stoners has made a contact with the wall. P16 from Maxi, and it is going to be Mixu currently in the lead, battling with Suram and Broccoli as well. Lokring and John Boy complete your top 5. Suram going back strong. He wants this clean sweep. He wants it so bad. There he goes past Mixu. Mixu will have to contend for P2 here. It seems as though he will not be able to make anything against Suram unless this one makes a mistake. Or can he? Mixu going really ambitious. Oh, and clipping the wall on the inside. That's going to pretty much seal the deal as Suram sails past, as does Lokring and John Boy. And Suram will take the 4th round win, 200 points out of 200. He will win map number 5. Suram wins the round in front of Lokring, John Boy, Mixu, Manu, Broccoli, F8, and Solida Zehond. And it seems as though he had a bunch of PBs that were driven. Lastly, Suram with the 3rd Daily Main record with a 57.241. No new world record though. Not yet. Samantha finishing in P19, McPrody P17, Schnellwinix P18. Some people have joined in the middle of the SmurfCup, which does always happen. So 200 points for Suram gets the win. Lokring second on 162. Third equal, Mixu and John Boy 155. After 5 maps, here it is. Suram on 990 in the lead in front of Mixu on 783 and Broccoli on 706. We'll check the full standings right after the map switch. Thank you for the kind words, Samantha. So then, after 5 maps, seems as though it has not worked. So then, after 5 maps, Suram on 990 points in the lead in front of Mixu on 783, Broccoli on 706, 4th is Maxi on 672, Lokring 5th on 670, John Boy 6th on 655, Manu 7th on 647, Tarse 8th on 541, Zehon 9th on 537, and F8 completes the top 10 on 435. From 11th to 20th downwards are Trading for Stoners, Beef, SmurfScup, Fish on Water, Ibo, Butifara, Jack, Morodin, Brown D, and McBrody. From 21st to 28th downwards are Riyadh, Samantha, Sidluf, Denoron, Belgium 2 points, Gunshi, Schnellwinix, and Roja 501. On to map number 6 then, the second to last map. Lebensquelle from Hachin. This particular uphill drift is somewhat tricky if you really don't know how to get it. You really have to like initiate your drift on the dirt and then really turn really hard once you get towards the real apex. A bit difficult to understand, but you will see what I mean here, as we're going to be checking in on Mixu for this round again. Map 6, underway. Fish on water getting the whole shot, but getting a little bit too wide potentially, and that's going to be allowing a lot of people back, and that's going to be, again, Suram and Mixu in the top 2. Prokoli third, F8 4th, Zehon 5th. Suram retaining a little bit more momentum than Mixu, and Mixu actually potentially under flat from Prokoli. Prokoli could potentially overtake P2 here. Yes, he does. Oh, Prokoli with a bit of a wider line compared to Mixu here. He's going to drop down back down to P3, and the Finnish driver will be again in P2 as Suram gets over the final corner here. The final S is to go, and Suram will win the first round yet again in front of Mixu, Prokoli, Jumboy, Zehon, Sidlev, F8, and Lokring. As we saw a lot of times being updated, mainly mainly from P13 downwards. So yeah, no world record yet. It seems as though we haven't seen that light. Samantha finishing in P20, Beef P19, Training for Storms P17, Brown D P18. It seems as though we have McPrody who had finished in P21, or maybe not. It seems as though he has finished though. So Suram with the early lead on 50 points, Mixi on 45, Prokoli on 41, Jumboy, which we're going to be checking out, on 38. Brandy with a whole shot after CP1, but getting really wide and actually climbing the wall on the inside. And it's going to allow a lot of people through. Suram again in the lead in front of Mixu and Prokoli. Prokoli actually getting the lead from Suram into CP2. Let's see how that shakes up. Prokoli with a lot more momentum, but Suram with more momentum than Prokoli. Oh, Jumboy with a huge mistake, climbing the inside wall, and that's going to drop him down a lot of places, potentially out of the top 10 here. Let's see, as the car 6.4 barely into the top 10, but potentially under threat. Let's actually check in on Suram. In control, 2/10 in front of Mixu here. Mixu going really ambitious here in the final U-turn, but that's not going to be enough. As Suram picks up another round win in front of Mixu, Prokoli, Lokring, Maxi, Manu, Jumboy, and F8. Everybody else finishing, Samantha P20, Harse P18. 100 points then for Suram in the lead in front of Mixu on 90, Prokoli on 82, and we're going to be checking in on, let's see, maybe checking in on Mano for this round, currently sitting in 9th with 60 points. 2 points behind 7th equal, Zehorns and F8. Suram emerging in the lead again, Manu in a pretty good mix as well, but dropping down a few places and dropping down a lot now as he went a little bit wider than everyone else. He will drop down, actually, having a much better corner through here. They will be back into the top 5 easily, but now he is under threat from someone else. Who is it? It is going to be Jack who overtakes him, and potentially F8 as well. It seems as though Maxi has made a mistake, and that's going to promote Manu up to P4 briefly. No, actually, Maxi has retaken his place. Meanwhile, up front, Suram controls everything, but Mixu is under threat from Prokoli potentially. Across the line, it is going to be Mixu who wins it. Suram wins it in front of Mixu, Prokoli, Maxi, F8, Manu, Lokring, and Jack. Samantha coming around the final corners to finish in P20. Suram with 150 points, and another clean sweep could be on his way. Prodi P21. 150 points for Suram in the lead in front of Mixu on 135 and Prokoli on 133. On 123, sorry. Let's actually check in on the Austrian driver. SmurfScup getting the whole shot up to CP1, but some people making a mistake and going really wide, and that's going to be Suram, Mixu, and Prokoli, your top 3 as they cross CP2. Zehon and F8 completing the top 5. As they enter into this corner right here, who gets... Oh! Suram getting really close to the wall, but... Oh, actually touching the wall here! And that's going to drop him out of contention. That will probably deny the clean sweep for him, unless he can make a pretty nice comeback. Suram currently leading the damage in P4. But will it be enough to actually outscore everyone else? He's currently 0.7 of a second down compared to the top 2 fight. Mixu versus Prokoli. Prokoli making a mistake, and that's going to yield the round win to Mixu, and he will drop down to P3 as Suram overtakes him. Mixu in front of Suram, Prokoli, F8, Manu, Maxi, Verscox, and Aibo, and that's not going to be the clean sweep again. Another clean sweep denied by Mixu for Suram. 195 points instead of the full 200 for the Norwegian driver. Brand finishing in P18, Samantha P17, Steffinix P15, Lokring P16. Pretty hefty downfall for the Swedish driver. as McPrody has stayed. So then, 195 points for the winner, Suram, in front of Mixu on 185 and Prokoli third on 164. As we enter the final round, here is your standings. 1,185 points for Suram in the lead in front of Mixu on 968 and Prokoli on 870. We'll check the full standings right after the map switch. As we enter the final map then, 1,185 points for the leader Suram in front of Mixu second on 968, Prokoli third on 870, Maxi fourth on 808, fifth Lokring on 785, Maxi sixth with a lucky number 777, seventh is Jumboy on 771, eighth is Zehon with 647, ninth Hachse with 630, and completing the top 10 is F8 with 571. From 11th to 28th downwards are Training for Stoners, VSCup, Beef, Fish on Water, Ibo, Jack, Putifara, Brown D, McPrody, and Morodin. From 21st to 29th downwards are React, Samantha, Sedlef, Schnell Phoenix, Denron, Belgium 2 points, Belv, Gunchi, and Horja 501. On to the final map we go then, the most technical map of it all. Nicht zum Verkehr geeignet from React. Current world record held by Cloud here with 50.354. That's the daily mini record. The current local held again by Cloud, slightly slower with a 50.365. 200ths of a second in front of Suram. So then it seems as though the win is pretty much decided here. He will not be caught up by Mixu unless there is a lot more point scoring going on. But with a full clean sweep from Mixu, it will not be able to make the cut. Suram would be your champion, but anything can happen in Trackmania, and it usually does, so we'll have to see. We'll also have a pretty interesting fight brewing here for the top 5 place here, as we see Lokring on 785, Manu on 777, and Jumboy just behind, 6 points behind Manu, as we enter the final map of the Cup, as we're going to be speccing Prokoli for this round. And we start with this uphill drift turn here, uphill right-hander, going really tight on the exit, on the entry here. Drifting through here, snapping out before going really tight here. Oh, with the auto drift from Prokoli, that's going to be unfortunate. It's going to drop down a lot of places. Suram with the lead in front of VSCup. Oh, F8 going really wide as well. Mixu getting back in the mix. VSCup in P4. Suram, Mixu, Jumboy, VSCup, and Prokoli your top 5 as they enter CP4. Onto CP5, there goes Suram still in the lead, but now it's Jumboy in the mix. Mixu P3, Prokoli P4, Maxi P5. Suram keeping his distances from Jumboy, managing the gap pretty well. It seems as though we might see another speedy round unless a big mistake happens. Watch out on the quarter pipe. Don't get on the quarter pipe as you exit the corner, otherwise you will be flung sideways. Suram with a pretty good buffer will be able to make it. Meanwhile, Prokoli will take Jumboy and Mixu for P2. Suram in front of Prokoli, Mixu, Jumboy, Maxi, Manu, Zehon, and Lokring to complete your top 8. Oh, Samantha being overtaken by Brandy in the end, finishing in P21. Brandy P20, Phoenix P19, McPrody P22. So then, the early lead once again for Suram with 50 points, Prokoli on 45, Mixu on 41. As we're going to be checking in on Zolida Zehon. Let's see what Yelmer can do from P7 with 32 points. Close. Oh, he's a bit too close to the apex. That's going to be not ideal for him as he jumps down a lot of places. Oh, someone has made a mistake. I haven't seen the name, but he had a pretty huge stop pick and he whizzed by on the screen. Really unfortunate for him. Suram, meanwhile, is in the lead. Let's actually check in on the leaders. Oh, Prokoli having made a huge mistake as well. He's down to the depths of the top 20, it seems. Yeah, P17 for him. Really unfortunate, as Suram currently is in the lead in front of Jumboy. 0.2 of a second between him and Jumboy. Mixu is a bit further behind. Actually, Mixu has overtaken Jumboy for P2. Battling again. And meanwhile, we have a battle for P4 brewing here with Manu and Maxi. Manu having got the better of Maxi, and Maxi dropping down further as F8 and Zehon overtaken. Maxi from P5 to P7. Meanwhile, it's going to be Suram in front of Mixu, Jumboy, Manu, Solida Zehon, F8, Maxi, and Hachse. As we see a lot of improvements, Mixu getting the 4th daily mania record with a 50.788. Just enjoy the horn. Anyways, 100 points for Suram in front of Mixu on 86 and John Boy on 79. We're going to be checking again on Maxi for this round, at least for the beginning. Oh, Mixu with a pretty huge mistake as he clouded the wall on the inside. That's not really ideal for him. Who gets the better exit? Ooh, Maxi with a pretty Gucci exit. He gets into the top 6 straight away. Broccoli getting into the lead. Ooh, Broccoli with a white line. He's lucky not to touch the wall. Meanwhile, it has allowed Lokring and Manu to get back into the fight. And it seems as though we have seen Suram getting absolutely nowhere here. Oh, actually, Suram is back into the contention here with the top 5 in his sights. Let's see, as he may potentially going to make short work of both Maxi and Lokring. There he goes. 2 places gained on the spot. Up to P4 he goes. Now it's going to be up to the top 3. Manu and John Boy are down 4. Now it's up to Broccoli to uphold the Smurf honors. Will he be able to make it? No! He goes a little bit wider, and that's going to be allowing Suram to get his 3rd straight round win. Suram in front of Broccoli, John Boy, Manu, Lokring, Maxi, Mixu, and Zoleda Zihund. 150 points. Could this be it for the full sweep? 2nd or 3rd full sweep? I haven't really remembered. I haven't counted them. But still, that would be a good way to finish it for Suram. $150 points for Suram, then in the lead in front of John Boy on 120. Mixu on 118, Broccoli 116, and Manu on 110, as we're going to be checking in on the current leader for what could potentially be the final round of the Smurf Cup. Getting really nice and tidy, snapping out really early through here. No auto drift, which is nice. Lokring also getting in the mix. Lokring having had a really nice exit. Suram getting a little bit wider than most people, having a much tighter line through there. Setting up nicely for the next couple corners. John Boy stepping up and taking the lead from Suram. Can he hold it though? That's the question. John Boy, Suram, Mixu, Broccoli, and Lokring top 5 as they entered CP6. Let's see how it shakes up in the final sector. It seems that John Boy has lost a little bit of momentum, and that's going to allow Suram through. Now, can anyone challenge the Norwegian? Onto the final corners they go as Suram gets up on 2 wheels. And that's going to seal the deal. 200 points of 200. The 2nd quick sweep of the night for Suram in front of Broccoli, Mixu, Minigod, Zoleda Zihund, F8, Lokring, and John Boy. And there you have it. GG's everyone. Your Smurf Cup winner for this week. Smurf Cup number 369 is won by Norwegian player Suram from Team Demise. As we're going to be waiting for people to actually finish. Oh, actually someone has got a black screen. He's not going to be able to score any points. 200 points for Suram, who gets the map win in front of Broccoli on 161 and Mixu on 159. And your winner is Suram for this week. We're going to be checking the full standings right after the map switch, as always. So then, here are your final standings for SmurfScup number 369. Suram, you're a winner with 1,385 points. 2nd place from Mixu with 1,127 points. And Broccoli completes the podium with 1,031. Only the top 3 have made it past the 1,000 points barrier. 4th place for Maxi with 926. 5th place for John Boy with 921. 6th is Manu with 911. Lokring is 7th with 894. Zihund 8th with 781, Harse 9th with 722, and completing the top 10 is F8 with 691. 11th is Trading for Stoners with 578, 12th Beef with 559, SmurfScup 13th with 535, 1 point in front of Ibo in 14th with 534, Fish on Water P15 with 526, Jack 16th with 456, Round D P7 with 351, McBrody 18th with 337, Bootifar 19th on 322, and completing the top 20 is Samantha with 288. 21st, Morodin with 280, React 22nd with 248, 23rd, Schnellvinix with 134, Valve 24th with 121, Minigod 25th with 108. Only 25 players have made it past the 100-point barrier, and here then are your last players. 26 Sidlef with 90, Denron 27th with 54, Belgium 2 points, 28th with 51, Gunshi 29th with 28, and Hocha 501 last with 12 points. So then, this has been SmurfsCup number 369. Again, really excuses for the shady commentary. I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to cast the SmurfCup next week. I'll have to see the schedule with the FIA with the FIA Certified Gran Turismo Championships, which are going to get started next week with events on Wednesdays and Saturdays, as we're going to be switching onto the audio scene, the crisp audio scene. There you go. Here's the glorious waveform again. So, thank you for joining the cast for SmurfCup 369. SmurfCup 370 will be next week, but I'm not sure if I'm going to stream it, so stay tuned for that. I will be letting you know on my Discord, as well on the Smurfs Discord, if there is going to be a cast incoming, as we hear the gigantic buzz, as we're going to be switching to free camera. There you go. Ending it nicely. And yeah, I'm looking forward to participating in the SmurfsCup in the FIA Certified GT Championships. Thank you, Samantha, for the follow, by the way. Appreciate you supporting the hustle of a poor French boy that's trying to keep up the pace of Trackmania casting. There you go, I still remember my line correctly there. One of the main things that I can remember. Anyways, hope you enjoyed this cup. And yeah, SmurfCup comes pretty much every week, or every 2 weeks at least, here on this very channel. Thank you very much for watching. Wrong scene, there you go. Thank you for watching SmurfsCup number 370 on the 21st of September. May or may not stream, I don't know, we'll have to see. But anyways, thank you very much for watching, and as always, I'll see you all next time. Godspeed, people!